Well, hello and happy Saturday. Cynthia Gordon, representing Whole, women helping others live empowered. So, this Saturday after resurrection, um, let's talk about finishing what you start. How many projects do you have going on right now? How many things have you started? Um, Maybe too many at the same time, maybe just one. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. So, one thing at a time. Let's get it done. Um, while you may have many things to do, it is not necessary to do them all at once. Unless, of course, it's making dinner. Do not cook the meat and after it's done, start the fries. Okay, a little Saturday humor, little personal note to self, or note to my house. But it's really important that we focus and get things done. It, don't join every group or ministry and spread yourself so thin that you can't give your full attention to each commitment. That's a big one. That's a big one. If you started organizing your drawers, finish it one dresser at a time. Try not to go and start your kitchen cabinets. Just finish the drawers. Finish what you start. We sometimes have great intentions, but our follow-through needs to match. Good intentions are not enough. First off, you will not feel accomplished or successful with 7 incomplete projects or starts. Success and accomplishment comes from completion. Man, that's so true. You will have anxiety looking at many projects that you need to complete, but don't be overwhelmed. If you got 4 things going, stop and focus on one. One thing at a time, and get that done. Before you know it, you'll only have 3. That's the way to achieve success, and it actually allows you to commit your best to one task at a time. The other negative thing about too many unfinished projects is the collateral damage. If any of your projects, jobs, ministries involve others, someone is depending on you. They're following you or even just watching you. And if you're all over the place or you're not giving your best to anything or anyone, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for your children that follow you. It's not a good look on your job. One of the best things that I hear is people can count on me or to be dependable. If you have projects, especially projects with people, or even just projects in your home, and people are watching you and you never finish anything, they can't trust you. They can't follow that. You know what? It's important. And while I started with drawers, got to pay attention. It's not just about a kitchen drawer or a bedroom drawer or a cabinet, but it all turns out to be about you and your behaviors and what you show people in the things you do, don't do, the things you start and don't finish. So be careful. Look around your house, your job. Look at your behaviors. Look at how many things you start, relationships included, that you start but you don't finish. If you're the common denominator to 5 failed relationships, might want to look inside of you. Message. I'm sorry, I'm getting back on the page. I do write these things out. Life is a series of choices that come with goals being met or a lot of unfinished business. Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. 16:9 of Proverbs says, in their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. Don't ask the Lord to order your steps if you won't move your feet. Proverbs 19:21. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Yeah, you can plan all you want. God's will be done. But you got to take a part in it. He reminds us in so many scriptures about the things that we are to do. Faith without works is dead. You can't say, oh, God's going to give me a job, and you haven't been to school. You haven't had any training. You don't get up in the morning and get your applications in, hit the pavement. I know we're in a virtual world, so you don't have to hit the pavement like we used to. Hit the computer. But get busy. Get busy. Be focused. Concentrate on being the best at whatever it is you do. Do your part. God's going to do his. I promise you that. But do your part. And finish something. If you got more classes to take, just a few more credits, and you would have that degree. Whether it's an AA or a master's, your doctorate, doesn't matter. If you start it and you put some time into it, finish it up. Because again, especially to you as parents, if you're expecting your children to be focused and committed to something, but you're not committed to anything, stop looking at them like they're wrong. They're just following suit. Our lives are all being lived out in front of those that we love. I hear people talking about who's a role model and who's not a role model, and these actors or singers or ball players or whatever. I hope I'm the best role model in my kids' house, in this house for my children, who are now grown, but now my grandchildren. I hope they can look at me and get something that they need, and I not blame TV or anything else external for what's happened to the kids that I were in charge of. Something to think about. On the one hand, the Bible tells us that God has great plans for us. That's in Jeremiah 29:11. He has a purpose for us in Ephesians 2:10, that he will see to completion, Philippians 1:6. But don't take any of those scriptures as advice for you not to participate to pursue your own dreams. Don't take any of those scriptures to mean that you're less than in the grand scheme of what goes on in your life. We all get the same 24 hours a day. Make sure you're doing something with them. Try to focus. Again, if you've got school that you started, if you've got, whether it's inside of your house or outside of your house, work that you want to get done or that you started doing, but you haven't finished any of that, take some time. Even take some time and write down the tasks that are before you, what you might still need to do in order to complete either or all of them. Write it down. Dude, write it down. Tackle that thing, one thing at a time. But don't be a person that every time somebody talks to you, you're gonna do. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do. Get it done. Get it done. Now, please don't take this to mean that if you've tried something and it didn't work, that, oh, you shouldn't try anything else. It's not the message at all. Because I tell you what, for those things that you may have tried that may not have worked out, you better have gotten a lesson out of it. Just get a lesson out of it. Things that you think don't work out, they're not failures at all. They're just the foundation for that thing that you will do that will work. Yeah. Definitely not saying not to start things. I'm just saying finish what you start. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's depending on you. And even more than all of that, somebody's going to copy off of you. And you know what's so awful is to look at your children or grandchildren, or, it could be at your spouse, and tell them what they're not doing or what they haven't done, and have them turn around and tell you the same. And then you have to try to defend why you didn't do. Just get it done, people. Get it done for yourself. Get it done for your character. That you are someone who gets things done. That you are someone that people can depend on. I promise you, dependability is a great quality. Loyalty is a great quality. When you have people waiting on you to do something that you said you're going to do, or that you guys agreed to do together, and you don't hold up your end of the bargain, that's an awful trait. And everybody has fallen short. So please don't think this message is coming from a place of I've always done it right. I tell you all the time, these videos are for me. I got some cabinets to clean out myself. But I'm going to do the kitchen and finish it before I start in my bedroom closets. Because Lord knows you don't need stuff from the kitchen all over the place and the bedroom. So again, whether it's cleaning, whether it's work-related, whether it's school, a ministry, I don't care if you started a band. If you got a person waiting on you to have practice, and they play guitar and you got the bass and somebody else is singing, those other people are waiting on you. Book the practice. Just because the earth is closed, it's going to open again. Go have practice. But those things that you commit to, do them unto completion. There is no success without completion. So that's what I got for today. I hope you receive it. I hope it blesses you. Hope it makes you move on some of those projects that you got all over the house or job or wherever they may be. But just a word for today. Have a happy Saturday on purpose. I love you.